Hello everybody, welcome on back to baseball right here on youtube.com/Seanosaurus My name is Sean. Every day that the Mariners play baseball, you can watch me play digital baseball right here on the channel at 6 p.m. Pacific time, so be sure to scroll down, subscribe, and ring the bell, and you'll be notified, A, when I post new videos, and B, you'll be able to keep up on all the digital Mariners action you could handle. We have given up a ton of hits to this Atlanta Braves team as we enter game number 3. Just taking a quick look at the box score here. 12 in that one and 14 in that one. So that is 26 hits over 2 games. That's an average of 13 hits a game. Somehow we managed to split those games 1-1. We've lost in the hitting category both times around thanks to J.P. Crawford's 2-run home run and our magicianal ability to get out of some real tight spots. We've had some bases loaded situations that have been dicey. We've been able to wiggle our way out of some of them and either not make the game as bad as it could have been in the first game or protect the lead in the second game. We have the series split at 1-1, still in first place in the AL West. The Angels remain 6 games behind us. They've lost a little bit of ground, about a game and a half. We're 8-2 in our last 10, and we're playing this Atlanta Braves team pretty well, I would say. I mean, the offense has been a little iffy over the last week or so. It's not felt quite right. So that's not a surprise. You know, hey, that's how it goes sometimes. We're scratching out some victories. We're doing what we can to put W's in the column and maintain our lead here in the American League West. Luis Castillo is 5-2 with a 1.82 ERA, taking on Max Fried, 3-3 with a 2.29 ERA. Mariners were 31-14. The Atlanta Braves are 27-19. And it's a battle of two pretty good teams. As always, we'll play Seattle. Going to Truist Park. Oh, we're locked into the show theme here for some reason. Luis Castillo. Teoscar Hernandez. Right there. Julio Rodriguez up here. He's batting well. Crawford's batting well. Ty France. Oh, you know what? Hernandez right there. And then who is it? Oh, Haggerty. Oh, we have a lefty pitcher today. Okay, so we're going to want to... Actually, that's not terrible. Oh, the power. You know what? I could probably flip those guys. Suarez has a little bit better power. Pollock. Haggerty has good speed, so I should put him up the lineup a little bit. Can drop Crawford, Murphy, Colton Wong. Okay, I think that's okay. All right, there we go. While it's loading, hey, that's the best time to do all that stuff. Whoop, whoa, 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 whoa. Come on back. Come on back. Oh, my goodness. Scroll down, subscribe, and ring the bell. Whoa, oh, we got a game of the week.
And
game of the week.
Glad you're with us. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, we got
Chris Singleton.
We have 3 straight thumbnails that are just us looking at the giant thing of popcorn.
Game of a 3-game set. They've split the first 2, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Max Fried.
Max Fried, okay. 9 starts, 3-3 record, 2.29 ERA, 59 innings pitched, 47 hits, 8 walks, 41 strikeouts, .93 on the whip. Oh boy. Game 40.
I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up.
Ooh, shoot, 12-6 curve at 76 miles an hour, and that is how this game will start.
First pitch, 130.
So he's going to work with a 4-seam at 96, a 12-6 at 77, slider at 90, sinker at 96, circle change at 89. And there's a fastball. Both low in the zone.
Now a high fly ball out to left
Pretty
center.
good timing on that slider. It's okay contact. I mean, obviously it's an out. You kind of hope for a foul ball there. But good swing timing to start things off.
Haggerty up next for the Mariners.
Now, if and when they bring in right-handed pitchers, that's where I'm going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ground ball.
Oh, very early. I thought I was...
Tosses across to first.
I thought that was a little bit better timing, but obviously not good. Not a good start. We're all right though. I mean, that's the kind of pitch that I'm looking to absolutely hammer.
There's the strike. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Maybe? Way back there.
I can't see the ball. I could not see that ball.
Teoscar Hernandez the opposite way. His 7th home run of the season.
That's another, I think,
first. It's 1-0.
Teoscar Hernandez had kind of a weird home run in one of the Boston games. It was like an opposite field shot. I don't think it was like that kind of no-doubter situation, but it was just...
That's just a great feeling.
He just has so much power, thank goodness, that I was probably under that.
Almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time.
Late on it and just able to slice it.
That's a good feeling.
Just late.
An opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit down.
Not what I'm looking for to
right center field. And
okay, all right. Well, it was a brief moment of joy.
Start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now
but a decent start here.
Game.
It's the first time we've been on the game of the week.
Exclusively on the show.
I didn't even know this was like a thing. I thought maybe there was something special happening for Atlanta specifically. All right, 5-2 for Luis Castillo. His last time out was pretty rough.
Yeah, this guy's
that was against the Tigers,
not allowing guys to play the game.
That makes sense. Yeah, 5 games ago would have been probably game 3. No.
I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris.
It was every 5th day, right? Game 1 of the Boston series? Game 2 of the Boston series?
That's in there.
In with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Don't worry about that, Sean. It's not what you're looking for here. I think the important part for me here is to mitigate the hits.
You think about that triple-digit fastball, but
and that's been the issue. The issue has been that I have put so much pressure on myself and the defense to execute effectively with runners in scoring position. And
it's a ball in 2 strikes.
It's
pretty good pitch on the
put me out of rhythm with some of the pitchers that I've been choosing to use, where I don't quite have their timing down.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Another 1-2.
They use a speed change here.
Lace down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Now the tag at second,
got him.
And he's out.
Poor base running. I mean, that's a single right there. I know you want to stretch it to a double, but the way it chipped up on that wall, it's a great throw by Pollock.
Up to 2 for 8 in the series.
And of course, we give up a hit on the first batter that we faced with 2 strikes.
Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather.
Robbie Ray's ERA really took a hit. He was up top by
absolutely. You feel so
I don't
much
know, 4/10 of a run or something.
You're not worried about getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I feel like it was
interesting. You have spring training, wonderful weather, and then most teams go north, and it's chilly. So hitters have to kind of get through that for the first month and a half, and then everything evens out.
On the ground right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
Not getting the swing and miss that I'm looking for with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Austin Riley, 4 for 8 in the series so far. First pitch doesn't
So that
find the
pitch,
zone.
or that
How
hit,
much
I
does your
should
dress
say,
change when it would get
theoretically,
cold, or when it would be cold early or late in the season.
Well,
would have
early in the
that.
season, Boog, I'm taking
So
a top
that
coat, you know, on the
that
road
last
and,
hit
try to
would
look cool.
have
Yeah.
theoretically
you're
advanced
talking
the base
about-
runner to
no, I'm talking about you as a
third
player.
When you
or
play
second, I
back,
guess.
you know, way back in
I guess
the
it probably could have been a
Oh,
double
all right,
play.
I thought you
then.
want to know about my travel gear.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Never
I mean, you go
mind.
with some long sleeves early
I was thinking that they
on,
were
and
safe at
sometimes it
second.
can be a
If they
little
were safe at
uncomfortable,
second, what would have
cumbersome,
happened?
but you get used to
But it
and
didn't
it's
matter
great
because
when
it would
you
have been a
come out there and
single,
let
so
the
it probably would have
guns
been a double
just hang
play.
out.
So I don't think the
2-2.
Atlanta team cost themselves that much.
On the ground to third, and it goes just foul.
Is there something I can throw that they haven't seen? Where's the...
2 outs. Got him. And
Got him with the
good
circle
work there
change.
as he
Okay.
gets a 1-2-3.
All right.
One
That'll
hit
work.
in the inning, but no one left. End of the first from Truist Park. It's the Mariners 1 and the Braves nothing.
Kind of a cool little score thing. Definitely feels like a very modern broadcast.
Second inning set to go.
Except for it kind of looks better because everything's digital in
Obviously a guy
this.
who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The wind and the pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
That's a good take right
They're
there.
so
Hell,
reliant
even if
on the
that's a
matchups
strike,
nowadays,
it's
Chris,
still a
and
good
it's
take.
huge
I'm not
when
going
you
to
don't
do
have to sit
anything
a
with
guy in
it.
platoon him.
When you
See
can
if we
hit,
can-
you know, both sides in terms of pitchers'
Oh,
arms,
that's
you're
another
a guy that it's
fastball.
hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very
I
important
guessed a
today
little
when
bit on that
everything
one.
is
That
under the
should have been.
microscope.
Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there's one away.
Batting fifth,
A.J. Pollock at the
Probably not
dish.
the worst approach I've ever had, but
Holland.
he was definitely able to beat a fastball by me.
Swung on, belted.
That might get out.
That's
That should
back.
get out. That's gone.
That one is gone.
Second solo home run of the day.
His
For the
seventh
Seattle
home run of the
Mariners.
season. And they add on. It's 2-0.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. We're on the fastball, which is nice. And what's weird is he hasn't mixed in any of that off-speed stuff. I looked at that pitch selection that he had, you know, and I just go like, oh shit. Like, oh god. This is going to be awful.
Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And
up
we've
next
seen
for
like
Seattle,
one off-speed
J.P.
pitch.
Crawford, one of the
He doesn't have a
stars in
ton
the
of
win
confidence in
yesterday,
any of his
as
stuff.
He had 3 hits. That hits the dirt.
Which I guess
and
could
that
play a
is ball
factor
one.
here. Oh,
Bounced
that's
out
not
to
a...
short. White.
It's a little late, but... Whoa,
And he'll
my
be safe
god.
at first. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Shortstops have to make some pretty difficult throws across the field sometimes.
That was not one of them.
Might have tried to put a little too much behind that one, but clearly
Yeah, it's
he
like
got into the
shortstops have to
throw,
make hard
didn't
throws.
stay
That
on
is the
top,
easiest
not a good
throw.
release point, and it just took off
I
on
could
him.
make that throw. I
Here's
mean,
Murphy
what?
now. Some background on Max
Good
Fried. He
take
grew up
right
in
there.
Los Angeles. He pitched his high school ball at Harvard Westlake, and he was teammates there with Jack Flaherty and Lucas Giolito. The pitch. The bit
Oh, he
behind with
blew
that
the
swing
sinker
at
right by
strike
me.
one. Fried in high school wore number
Yeah,
32
damn.
because he loved Sandy Koufax. And that's outside. Crawford.
I mean, I'd
over
love to
at
take
second, one
advantage
down.
of having so many right-handed batters against this lefty.
In
Oh,
the
that
air,
is
out
unfortunate.
towards left center. Harris calls it
Probably just a little
in. And there's
under it.
two
That's
away.
a real good throw too. So good, good hold there. Otherwise, it could be a double
Long
play.
up to hit. 3 for 7 in the series so
Good,
far.
just under it.
First offering misses the mark.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Oh, Sean. That was more toward the top of the zone than
Runner
I
at
was
second,
anticipating
2
there.
down.
Still early on it.
Next pitch misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Definitely lefty and lefties kind of in my head here.
Ground ball right side.
That was it.
And foul ball.
Darn it. That was right where I was looking.
And the 2-2. Popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Late
And
inside.
that is that.
Okay.
But add on
I
one
mean,
more as the solo shot
we have another
stretches
solo
their
home run, so
lead even
we've
further.
we're
It's
either
now a
getting hits and
2-0
leaving the
ball
yard
game.
or doing a
You're
whole lot of
dialed into
nothing.
the show.
Had the benefit of an error, but could not cash in.
Bottom of the inning.
Interesting
Here's a
start
speed
here
threat.
for the
Ronald
Mariners.
Acuna
The
Jr.
right fielder.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Fastball in for a strike.
Luis Castillo?
0-1. Singing Acuna
I
is
do
one of the
feel
most
like, and this
talented
isn't like a
players in the
shot
game.
at Acuna
Rewind.
at all, but
He
I don't
debuted
think
in
he's really been
2018.
much
He
of
was
a
only 20
factor in
years
this
old.
series.
Swing and a miss.
I could
And
be
it's
wrong
0-2.
and kind of
Yeah, I can't
misremembering.
imagine,
Of
Luke.
course,
I mean,
you know, with
when I
the
was 20
Braves
years
having
old, I was
so
trying to
many
figure
hits,
things
it's
out in
possible
college,
that
and now you're a kid
he
with, all
has
the
been effective, and
cameras
I
on
just
you
haven't
playing in
realized
front
it
of
because the
thousands of
hits have
people.
been spread around so much.
0-2. Just missed.
2018, he went
It's
on
a
to win
little
the
high.
National League Rookie
go
of the
right
Year
back
that
up
year.
there.
Just showed how he was setting the table for a really great career.
Some heat there at 98
Actually, a
miles
little
an
surprised he
hour.
didn't even
No,
swing
just
at it.
excellent
I was
location on
thinking
that
it was
inside
either going to be,
fastball. Really locked
I was
the
hoping it
ball
was
in.
either going to be
As
like
a hitter, it's
a
not
strikeout
typically
like
what
that
you're looking
or a
for.
big
You're
swing
trying
and
to
miss.
protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Here's
Well, if
Marcelo
either of the
Zuna.
umpires from the last
And there
couple
at
of
the
games
knees.
were
That's strike one.
back there, it might have been called a ball. That was a perfect pitch. That's exactly where I wanted it, which is fantastic. And I'm a huge fan that it was called a ball. Also,
One
yesterday I
down,
yelled at
bases
someone and called
empty.
them blue, and then they were wearing a coat in the
Swings
next
and
inning, and I was
misses.
very confused.
Slider got him
Didn't
for
actually go
strike
back to look at the
3.
footage because I didn't think
Back-to-back
about it until just
strikeouts
now.
to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
France
go.
takes it
Let's
himself.
go.
That is the inning. So they make
All
short
right,
work
so
of
we're
them
through
there.
2,
We
looking
played
pretty
2
good,
full.
feeling
It's
good,
the Mariners
especially
2
defensively,
and the Braves
especially
nothing.
because, hey, we gave up the 1 hit on the first at-bat. They got called out trying to stretch a single into a double because of a weird bounce that the ball
Back
made.
here in Atlanta, digging in, it's
I don't
the
necessarily
speedy outfielder,
disagree with the running.
Julio Rodriguez.
I think you can look at it and go, oh, that was a
Great
bad
speed
decision because it was a
and
good
great
throw,
power,
but
a great
there's just as
athlete,
much
quite
possibility that that's
He's
a
like
bad
Mike
throw
Trout.
for me.
You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it.
He
And
jumped
get it
out of the
done.
way, which is
And
good,
a
'cause I
rare
hit A.
talent, so much fun to watch.
I think it's good base
Pitch.
running aggressiveness.
And that is in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1.
He's got a little bit better feeling on some of his pitches, which is not what I want to see.
Good eye right there.
You can see Julio Rodriguez. He'll probably be one of the very few one of the few batters
Fastball, and he gets out
that
of
is
the way.
actually going to have more than just like the fastball.
And the 3-1.
That's good sound coming off the
Swing and a
bat.
base hit. Off to a
Put
good
himself
start
in a
with
bad
the
count,
leadoff
and I was
guy.
able to lay off some pitches. Even though I didn't, I got an animation beneficiary. I was a beneficiary of an animation.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Yeah, the batter now, Sam Haggerty. That one's
That
in
is
there.
fine.
That's strike
Wasn't
one.
gonna do anything
Haggerty
with it.
in his third
We can
season,
let that
batting
roll.
second in today's lineup, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. The 0-1. Good eye right there.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Ground ball
no.
left side could be 2. Over to Albies. And 2.
Ooh, that is an
In time to
unfortunate
first
turn
for
of
the double
events right
play.
there. Good sound
First
coming off the
pass
bat
for
with
Hernandez. The
Rodriguez.
solo homer his first time. And takes low from ball 1.
So he yanked the first pitch last time and then threw me something I was able to get enough on for a solo shot.
Swing and a
That
ground
one's
ball out to
just
short.
gonna get
And he'll just eat
Nothing.
it. That's an infield single.
no problem.
Now batting. Third base.
He's already made a mistake today. I don't know if that's like how the game
So
works.
now
If
the
it's like
Mariner cleanup hitter.
he
Eugenio
made a mistake
Suarez.
earlier, and so he's thinking about it.
Ball 1 there. Suarez.
So that was gonna be a tight play. And if you're gonna try the jump throw, well, you've already missed kind of an easier throw.
Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now 2-0. Chris with that distraction.
He's never
and
a
a speedy
ton of
guy at first. He's in a
ton of
favorable
pitches
count.
thrown here.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one is absolutely belted.
It's not gonna
Ozuna
go.
ranging back. Still going
It's
back.
gonna go. It's a
And
home
outta
run.
here.
Our third of the day. I thought
Eugenio
for
Suarez
sure that was gonna hook
blasts one
foul.
out. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0.
With 2
That's their
outs, we
third
take
home run
advantage of
game.
the
They're having a
probably,
lot of
frankly,
fun at the
smart
plate in this
play
one.
to
They've
just
got the
eat it
long
there.
ball working for
It
them
seems like
on
maybe a weird
autopilot.
decision, but he's already thrown one away today, if that's the same guy.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some
Oh.
of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked
Man.
like he was going to bend foul, was able to keep it in
Second
there, tucked
home
it
run that
nicely,
we've had
and
that are
gets to jog
just
around the bases. Good for him.
France goes 5
a little
feet,
early
11
on it,
inches,
just hugging that
215
foul pole.
pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. France in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Flied out his first time. Next offering is
That's
in
a
for
fine.
strike.
That's a fine
Quickly
take.
down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the
Just go
velocity
kinda
or
contact
the
pitch
location of
here.
this next pitch is going to be.
Ooh, he got me. Oh
In
my
the
fucking
dirt.
lord. I should
Darnell
not have
on to
looked low.
first.
That was all
In time,
on
the
me.
2-3 strikeout ends the inning.
Really
2
bad.
come in on this Seattle homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Thankfully, you know, Suarez and
Set for the bottom of the third.
Hernandez
And that
have
pitcher comes
enough
up to
power
him.
against
Travis
lefties to
d'Arnaud. He's sitting on 99
take pitches like
career
that,
homers.
where
We'll
it's
see if
like
this is the moment to notch
just
number
early
100.
under it,
That one
still
finds
muscle it
the
out.
zone. Strike 1.
We're going to go sinker inside.
And now
Missed.
1-2.
Missed.
Got him.
There we go.
swinging.
Got him with the high cheese.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him
Batting
up
eight.
on the inside
The
part of the
designated
plate.
hitter.
Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes
no.
because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes,
Really,
gotta figure out a way to
really
put him
bad
away.
pitch right there.
Did a nice
Bailed
job right
out.
there.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Eli White. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Oh, that circle change is
And
beautiful.
the right-hander deals.
In the corner.
That misses the
That
zone.
one sailed on me a little bit.
1-2 to count.
This might be a little too predictable with the speed change.
And a
Still
swing
got
and a
him,
miss.
okay.
That's the inning. Braves go down quickly here. They trail it here 4-0.
Actually surprised that that pitch was as effective. Because I had gone fastball, off-speed, fastball, and then went back to the off-speed, and I thought, that's probably a mistake.
And welcome back as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the left fielder, A.J.
Pollock with
Pollock.
the solo home run.
And a pitch. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Next offering misses. 2-1. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Out to short.
That's a pretty
Whips it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Probably could have let that one go by. I mean, you get that strike to play with, but I don't love being in 3-2 counts.
And stepping in for the
I feel like I
Mariners,
kind of
J.P.
panicked.
Crawford. He's 0 for 1.
Crawford reached on an error, got all the way to second. Oh,
And there's a foul
all
ball.
right. That's probably still early. No, late. Okay.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Gross.
And that skips in the dirt.
Okay,
Fouls it
that's
off,
all right.
Still 1 and
Fouled
2.
it away.
The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Flares one into right, and it goes just foul.
Just foul. So early on that pitch on the outside. I mean, hey, thankfully it went foul.
That one off the mark.
It's easy to
2
lay
balls,
off
2
of.
strikes.
Don't want to be called out on that pitch right there. Pitch number 6. Definitely don't want that backwards K.
And that misses off the outside edge.
Battle.
Still just the
Battle.
second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Left-hand batter waits. And he walked him.
Wow, really made that easy.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Murphy swings through that one as
Early?
he comes to the plate for the second time today.
Wow, okay. Waiting for the power swing there.
And there's a ball.
A little inconsistency on the strike zone. The bottom part of the strike zone. We've seen that called a strike. Ooh, that's a bad swing late.
Crawford stands at
still
first
early.
with one out. Swings
Ooh,
and misses,
wow.
struck him out.
Okay.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside
Man.
pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach.
See,
that
this
you
is
wanna
where I
have.
thought
Even
I'd
if
struggle.
You do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit
They
hard.
do already have a
somewhere, and it's
righty up
not
in
foul.
the pen.
Some early action out there in the bullpen. Ian Anderson getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. And a foul ball.
That was it. That was it. Probably wasn't going to get Crawford all the way around, but it gives me that
It's a 1-1.
advantageous
That's ripped to right down the line.
foul.
And
Fuck.
foul ball. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side.
Gosh,
Keeps the AB
I'm
going.
early on all of this stuff. It's junk in the zone.
Kicks and deals.
That's
Off
way
the
outside. All right.
edge,
Good
and
layoff
now
right there.
The count is 2-2.
Colton Wong here, helping me out, getting some fouls.
Sets him
Ooh.
down looking. A controversial called strike three
you
to
know,
end the inning.
It was why I was
runs,
happy that
no
I
base
swung
hits,
earlier
no
with one of the
errors,
batters. I
and
should have
one
gone
left
again.
on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mariners
That's
4
okay.
and the
That's all right.
Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Michael Harris. The wind of the pitch. Smoked on the ground a second.
Get there.
The throw to first.
Nice play,
And a
Wong.
quick out, number 1.
Let's go.
The batter, number 1, second
Giving me a nice battle at the plate. Great play on defense.
Ozzie Albies up
That's
to
what we
the
call a
plate.
win-win.
Siggy, how about this? Ozzie speaks 4 languages: English, Spanish, Dutch, and Papiamentu.
Well, with the way the game's expanding, that can be very helpful. Those meetings at the mound, Ozzie Albies, he can translate for everyone.
Next offering is in
Ozzie
for a
Albies just
strike.
being a fucking cool guy.
Out to center.
That was an ugly
Rodriguez settles
fastball.
under it.
I had a couple of those. Thankfully, they
And
haven't
they're
been
2 down.
crushed, but I am rolling some dice.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 outs.
Man, most
bases
people
empty.
even barely know how to
Third
speak
baseman,
English. Here's
Austin Riley.
Albie's out here being like, yeah, I speak 4 things.
He swings
Idiots.
and misses at the first pitch.
I doubt he's ever
0-1.
said that about a person. I mean, he's probably called someone an idiot.
And a swing and a miss there.
I mean, it'd be pretty funny if he was like, if he used that as like a flex. Now, if he
It is
could
a
switch,
rocket into the
if
outfield.
he could say like, I
Around
speak
first
4
and
languages
set
while
for second.
simultaneously switching
And he'll
between
pull in there with a
all of
stand-up
those
double.
languages, like in one sentence,
Well,
that'd
he found
be
himself
pretty
behind
incredible.
in the count
This is
right
with a
there,
hard
but he
idiot to
didn't
put
give
end of
in.
it.
Good piece of hitting, going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not
Maybe a
lot
little
of
too
guys
into
are
that
willing
bit
to
right
do
there.
that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it. Could be a
It's a
chance
sinker
here for
that
them to start clawing back into this
I didn't love.
Riley on at second with 2 down. Next pitch is outside.
Slider that I
Strategy
don't
of winning a
love.
ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good
Wow,
job of
we're all
extending
over
this
the
inning,
place
getting a
here.
knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
We
Here's
might
a
get
3-0. Swing and a miss.
a little surprised that it
Got away
was.
with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
I'm surprised that was a swing.
3-2
I threw
now.
that with room so that I'd get the strike call. Did not realize that it was going to be a swing. Of course, if you're Ronald Acuna Jr., you say, fuck it.
Open a little bit with
Let's
that front
roll,
shoulder.
baby.
He was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at bat
Forcing
alive.
fastballs are making me
2
just a
outs.
little
And
nervous.
1 in scoring position.
The first one was intentionally, like, not in a great spot. The second one, no. No. The only one he hasn't seen is the circle change. I don't trust it with a 3-ball count.
Runner leads away at second. Got him looking.
Wow.
That's a strikeout.
Wow. That was a long at-bat.
Braves
That
strand
was
one.
kind of the game
They're down
being like,
4-0.
all right, let's test you. So, Acuna Jr., I don't know if this has been consistent throughout the series, 2 at-bats here in this game. That high inside fastball has been,
New inning getting started.
been able
Here's
to
the
get
Mariners
him.
leadoff man,
with the exception of that, I mean, that he had that swing, but that was a little lower.
Rodriguez.
But if you're able to
back to work.
place it, dot it like that,
Outside.
get that trash out of here. That'll be something to crush.
That one missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently.
I said
and
crush.
you see the results.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. That's towards center. Harris has a beat on it.
He gave me just something to crush and I missed it.
And
Fuck
puts
me.
the squeeze on that one. And
Oh, you want
there's
something to
1-1.
crush? Like, yeah, don't worry, I'll screw it up. No problem.
Leaded hitter, Sam.
Sam Haggerty up
like
next
you might
for the
have,
Mariners.
An
He's someone
opportunity
that
to
you
gain
might
a little
not
bit of a
describe
lead
as
here
having
in
elite level
the
speed,
American
but
League
he can absolutely
West.
move, and it is a factor in his game.
Oh, that's
And first offering is fouled off.
Look, this guy's definitely a
Yeah,
plus
late
runner,
on
but
that. I
what
was kinda
love
looking
about
12-6
him is that
curve
he
that was just a
goes
goof.
all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that,
That's
even though
outside.
they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Falling behind 2-1.
So I think we might be in the third go through of the lineup on the Braves. No.
Next pitch off the play. And now 3-1.
Everything's been a fastball. I mean, this would be a perfect time for an off-speed pitch, but
That one the other way.
drop.
Makes the
Oh,
play. That's out number
just
2.
a little too much. A little too under it.
Now batting,
2 outs, base is empty. And now
2
for
for
Seattle,
2.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez having himself a heck of a game here. He's yanked each of the first couple of pitches,
And the first
and he
pitch
continues to do
misses
that
for ball
against
1.
Hernandez.
Important. If he can
And then
go
he's
1,
put
2,
something
3
kind of
here,
right
it would
in
be
this zone.
Very positive sign for him and for his team.
Oh,
Swing
wow.
and a miss.
Okay, looking a
And
little
it's ball and a
foolish.
strike.
I sold out for it, and I...
That was a pretty ugly swing right there. I'm sure he'll tighten it up on this next pitch.
Wow.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
This is where I thought I would be most of the game.
Swing and a miss.
And then, yep,
Struck him
there it is.
out.
Very
Mariners
early,
are
very
down
early,
in
super
order,
late.
But they lead it 4-0.
That speed difference, I don't know why it's not being used more. But it's allowed us to really get a handle on the fastball. And
Here
then,
is Marcell Ozuna.
The left fielder.
so no, we're in the second go through with this lineup.
The right-hander back to work. They've got a potent lineup.
So we're
And when you
in
think
good
about teams
position
capable
to
of rallying
use
from this
Castillo
kind of deficit,
through
they're right at the top of the list.
6. It's not a save situation at the moment. And I miss Diego Castillo more than
Righty
you could
delivers.
possibly imagine.
Swing and a miss.
We do
The
know
velocity
Murphy
blasting
has
right
the
past
99
him.
mile an hour
Wow, short
fastball.
work to send him packing
Did we
to
try to go
start the inning,
slower?
and no messing around
Now
either.
batting.
All 3 pitches
The
were
first
in the
baseman.
strike zone. Attack mode all the way.
I'm gonna
and
go with
pretty
a little
impressive, given
sinker,
the pop
low
he
and
was
away.
dealing with at the plate.
Olsen
That's
in the box
fucking,
now.
that's
No
exact.
balls and
Oh,
a strike.
oh,
If I'm at the dish right now,
Woo.
I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And
That's
as
not
nasty
a
as
great
this stuff
circle
is, you might as
change,
well
but
take all
it'll
3
work.
swings.
0-2 now. Spoils the
I
2-strike
don't think
pitch.
that
and
went
he'll see another.
where I wanted it. Yeah, it was not. Let's try and tuck it inside here.
And 1-2.
That was strike 3, Blue. Strike 3, man.
And the 1-2 misses to even
Settle
the
down
count.
here. We did get out of a rhythm a little bit after they had that hit. Crawford, there we go, backhand, beautiful
Nothing you can
backhand
do
grab.
about those as a hitter, even though you know that, they still
Fastball is not cooperating with me,
And
and
now
that was
it's
a
Travis
little
Darno
more
at the
over the
plate.
plate than I wanted it to be.
And strike 1 to the catcher. And the slider catches the
Slider.
zone.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he is attacked hitters.
Why would I cower
Pitching on
coming
the
into a
road like this
ballpark
is
like this?
very impressive. This is
What's impressive about this stupid?
Out towards right center
Please.
field. Puts the squeeze on that one.
All right.
And that'll end the inning. And the Braves go down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Suarez, France, Pollock. Coming up here for the Mariners. We're through 5, in great position to get
Here comes a new
Castillo
one for the
through at
Braves,
least
Ian
6.
Anderson.
And here's where things are going to get interesting. They're going to bring in Ian Anderson. It should be 3 righties versus this guy. He does have a 6.75 ERA. Not a great strikeout to walk ratio. Over 300, both sides of the plate are batting.
Now.
The third baseman.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
A 4-seam is going to be at 96, a circle change at 90, a 12-6 at 84, 2-seam at
line of the
96.
Anderson,
And he went
24
circle
years
change
old,
right
a
off the bat.
former
Okay,
first-round
that makes
pick
sense.
Back in 2016.
That's another, it's back-to-back circle changes. And both, I'm sure, very early.
Next pitch is outside.
Just
It's a good
missed.
take.
That's a really good take. That's a
That's
kind of a weird
inside.
location,
It's 2-2.
honestly. I mean, I was super open there for the top side of the, or the top part of the
Right-handed
zone.
reliever. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, I threw away a walk. Just early. Not like just early, but early. Only early, not like very early.
Good plate
Okay,
appearance
all right,
there.
all right.
Able
We got
to take the walk.
Boog, if I were
We
him,
got
I'd
the
be
walk
nibbling
either
around
way.
the plate as
Hey,
well. I mean, this guy is just
good shit.
capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Ty France digs in now. His
And he
righty-lefty
didn't go up
split
in
there.
the zone
The
there.
first baseman. Ty.
Wow, Ty France, all of his home runs have come against right-handed pitchers? That's wild. That is wild. Can we add another one?
And the first pitch misses
Don't
for
need
ball
to.
1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan
And they're
Lee,
bringing up a
the
lefty. We
looks
do
to be getting
have the
himself
lefty,
ready.
righty, lefty at the bottom of the lineup. I think once we get through this little section here, once we get to batter number 7, it'll be Crawford,
The
Murphy,
pitch.
Colton
Now
Wong.
fly ball to right center. Acuna has it sized up.
It's just late on
Puts
that.
the squeeze on that. One down.
I was way under it too. I don't think timing's really going to be that much.
The left fielder.
And up next for Seattle, A.J. Pollock.
I don't think if that's better timing, it's going to do a whole lot different. That's what I'm trying to get at.
And a base hit into right center field. And that's going to roll to the wall. Suarez around third.
Oh boy, this is
Albies
a dicey.
with the relay ball. In
Woo-hoo.
there, he scores.
That
And the lead is up to
was
5.
that was way more of a gamble than I realized.
Those are
Holy
the ones you
shit.
dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of
I
velocity.
like right here. I'm like, okay, we're good. We're good. We're gonna be all right. We're good. And then that throw started to come in as he hit third, and I'm like,
On the
oh
ground, right
no.
side. Dives and he can't hang
Oh, unfortunately,
on.
that's out
The
number
flip to the
2.
pitcher
But hey, we'll
covering.
advance the runner.
2 gone now.
When he started to let go of that throw from the field, and like Suarez had just hit third, I'm like, oh, this is bad. And then the throw gets in, and he's like halfway home, and I'm like, oh no,
Now it's John
oh
Murphy.
god. See if we can manufacture another run here.
That
That's a
one's
nice
in there,
strike.
0-1.
That's a nice strike. Tom Murphy's 0 for 2 today. Oh, circle change. Early, I was higher in the zone than I thought I'd be. Probably pretty primed for a fastball here.
Swing
that
and a
is
pop off in foul ground. Riley
Oh, it was a
sizing
circle
it
change.
up.
I was early on. Okay,
He's got
just a
it,
bad,
and that'll
bad
end the
at bat.
inning.
Fantastic. All right, well,
A run,
hey,
a hit,
look,
and
we
a
put
man
across
left.
a run.
8-9-1 scheduled in
We
the
got-
bottom of the 6th.
we got a run.
It's the
Got a
Ends
couple more
5,
hits.
and the Braves nothing.
And we're looking all right. We do know that, like,
Here's
okay, so
Orlando Arcia.
a couple things.
Not
One, we
having
know
as
this
much
team,
success with the
this
bat here
Atlanta
at
team
home.
can get hot,
As you see
right?
the splits.
We know that. We know that they can pile the hits on, and they can give us trouble. However, we also know that we can get out of those jams. Maybe not the best thing in the world to gamble on,
Castillo
but
back to work. Arcia, 28
oh,
years
come on,
old,
man.
and he was
I've been
born
filling
in
up the strike zone all
Venezuela.
day. You got to give me that call.
And the righty deals.
Give that to
Swing
garbage
and a
pitchers who are
pop.
garbage,
Crawford gets under it.
not terrific pitchers who are
Hauls it in,
terrific.
and there's one away.
Some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela,
Now batting,
including one that finished with
shortstop,
500-plus home
Eli.
runs, 3,000-plus hits, and a triple crown.
Now it's the shortstop, Eli White. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's off the mark.
It's a slider. I was
1-0.
looking for a swing on that one.
And it's even up.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
In the air, out towards right center. Rodriguez makes the grab for the second out.
Kind of maybe just one of those games, just not going Atlanta's way. I mean, they had so many hits. They were
Next to hit,
bloop
Michael
shots or
Harris.
seeing eye singles or, you know, just they've had things go their way. They've
Strike right
piled up
there.
a tremendous number of hits
It helps when over
in these first
80%
two
of your
games.
first pitches are
26
strikes.
total.
He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Hard
don't
grounder
want-
into the outfield for a knock.
To go the distance. I don't want to try and go the distance. 6 is probably going to
Everything
be
came
where it'll
together
stop.
for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a
Oh
pitch he
my
liked, and he
God.
got it done.
And this is
Albies, the
kind
next
of the
to hit,
opposite
takes
when
ball
I'm
one.
playing
If he's gonna
so
steal
well,
second,
which
you
kind
want
of
to go early
sounds
in the
like
count. That
a
way
bit
he's
of a
not
brag, which I
distraction
guess
to
it
the
would
hitter
kind
at
of
the
be.
plate. Go ahead and
Don't
get it out of
have the
way so
greatest-
the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2-0 is
Don't have the
in for a
greatest rhythm
strike.
with
It really
runners
looks like these
on.
hitters have been
And you
in
can
between
kind of
with
see
their
it in
timing
some of these
today.
early
Good fastball,
pitches where
excellent
it's just
slider, but they've not
Just
been
off.
able to
Just a
commit to
touch.
one velocity and stay there.
Next
Okay,
offering is
foul that
back.
off for
I
strike
remember
2.
watching
I want to dot it
Santana pitch, and when he
low
was in his prime, you would
and
see
away.
a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up.
Wow, what
To
in
first,
the
and he beats it. Everyone's
fuck?
safe.
That is an error. I thought there was only one out. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, we're all right.
Sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
That's a
And
strike.
now the count
man.
is even.
Just could not get in sync and even guess right. When you talk about guessing in the game, it's really anticipation and sort of going
There
with
we
what
go.
the highest probability pitch, velocity, location at that point of the at-bat is.
And now it's
That's
even
a
up.
strike. Oh my God! Both balls are strikes, sir.
And another ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to.
Got him
Oh,
with the
that's a
fucking
strikeout,
strikeout.
and that'll do it
That
for
was
the
a
inning.
terrible
For
pitch.
Atlanta,
I got
it's
so bailed out
5-0.
right there. That should have loaded the bases, which is not a good situation for me to consistently be in against Atlanta, but I have been. Terrible error.
Back here at the ballpark,
Mercifully
and
does
now
not
Colton
cost me anything
This is a guy
significant
you
there.
got to keep an eye on when he digs
And
in.
Castillo, I think, is going to end up
Definitely been known
leaving
to drop a
this
drag
game.
bunt from time to time.
What's happening?
And he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because
That's
of the
inside.
speed.
All right,
because
while
of the
that pitch
ability
is
to put down
inside,
that bunt.
giving us a 1-0 count. Campbell got touched up a little bit. Seawald's about the only guy they haven't seen. I like maybe throwing him in there, and I trust Campbell. We see how that goes, and then we'll figure it out from there. Penn Murphy might be a
Righty to the
worthwhile
plate.
use.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift.
Really early on that.
Left-hand hitter waits.
Outside.
(3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
All right.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if
Anderson,
it's not on a tee, you're going to take that
not
pitch
looking
because
great.
you still have
Wong
one more
with a
strike
really
to work with.
nice
Not easy to
at-bat
lay
there.
off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Hard
And a
ground
perfect,
ball, base
perfect. Let's go.
down.
Let's
Throw back in
go.
quickly. First and
Look,
second.
if they
now
just
with
throw
nobody
it
out.
directly over the
I'm sure he
middle
feels really good
every
about
time,
that
that'd be
one.
great.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Sam Haggerty up next for the Mariners.
Oh, that's right. Haggerty switch hitting here.
And delivers outside.
Not his best side. Haggerty with a 33 power against righties.
The next offering misses.
Might not be in
And it's
effect
2-0.
here
Tough
as
spot right here. A couple runners on.
2-0 count.
2-ball count. You can't nibble,
Four-seam tops
but
out at
you have
96.
to
That one was
execute, finish your
93.
pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Goes
Sean.
to second for one. How about that double play?
That is an inexcusable swing. That is absolute garbage.
Now
That
it's
is
the
2-1,
right fielder,
nobody
Teoscar
out, and a
Hernandez.
ball. I got a little impatient there. I was trying to do too much.
In there for strike one.
Some guys are just more confident. They can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Okay, we at
Base
least
hit, and
cash
a
in
run
one.
comes
I'll take
in.
it. I'll take it. Not happy with that swing at
And his
all. I
hitting
mean, that is a
continues.
3-0
They kept
count.
him in the yard that time. but
It's
all
either a
he's doing now
3-0
is
count or a
passing the
terrible
baton, and
2-1 count.
everything seems
Either
to get
way,
started around
it's
this
not
guy.
2 outs. Hernandez has been on freaking fire from the plate today.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Eugenio Suarez.
Still early on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Fouled off down the
That
right
is
side.
a two-seam I should be getting a hold of. That is a miss. Oh, I did not set anybody up to come
And
into the game.
pitch. Squirts away a little bit. No advance.
Buddy.
Good job behind the dish.
Buddy. Yeah, too early. That was the issue.
And a swing and a miss. Down
Jesus
on
Christ.
strikes.
Jesus
That's the third
fucking Christ. Oh my God.
out. 2 hits and they lead 1. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mariners 6 and the Braves nothing. Bottom of the 7th, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed. Quite a
So he's
threat.
getting tired. We are going to bring in. We're going to bring in Isaiah Campbell.
Takes over on the
Campbell
mound.
gave up, I think, a couple of solo home runs his last outing. ERA still looks good. Averages against lefties and righties, both under 200. Fantastic. And we're going to just kind of hope that we can maybe pitch a little better. It was, I mean, he has such a, it's a very delayed drop with his windup. Drop. That one's still early. Gross. Down and around. There we go. There we go. So we're going to slow him down a little bit. Because Castillo's been throwing some heat. He said this heat getting to me. I don't think I threw a changeup. I think that's the pitch that I'm missing. Still early with him. I hope I can get into a better flow as he comes into the game. Oh boy, everything is early, huh?
The wide to kick the pitch. Gets the call.
Got a call on the bottom of the zone.
A real athletic
A
player,
little
and
surprising.
who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well. Look out, because the sky's the limit on that
God
potential.
damn it. Still early. I just... Take a breath. No big deal.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And a count 1-2.
That was the best timing pitch I've had, and it was disgusting. Let's go a little two-seam on the
1-2
inside.
now on Acuna. That's to third.
That'll do it. That'll do the trick. Oh my god, and he's 80
Suarez
speed?
first in
Are
time.
you
And
kidding
they
me?
get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The left fielder.
He's a
number 20.
fucking speedy beefcake? Are you serious?
Marcell Ozuna getting ready to hit.
Gosh darn. God darn, man.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Fastball sailed on me a little bit there.
Just missed.
Outside.
Swings through that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And
Got
down
him
on
on
strikes
the
he
corner.
goes. And there's 2 down.
Campbell's
Well, he's
coming
gonna
in,
have
doing some
thinking to do when
good
he
stuff
leaves
here.
the ballpark after this one. That was his third
Now
strikeout, and this
the
one
first
looking
baseman.
obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Olsen stands in now and watches strike 1.
Chef's kiss. Let's go. I mean, that is a gorgeous painting right there.
And
Found that one off.
Wrapped foul.
Let's see. Could maybe like a little curveball
0-2
inside.
now.
He didn't.
Olsen
Wow.
checks his
Oh
swing.
my god.
Appeal down to third.
I don't
And
think he
around
went
says
like at
Ricky
all. That seemed
Holiday.
like maybe
This one pretty
one of
well
the most
decided at this point.
restrained
8th inning coming up. It's the Mariners
check
6
check
and the
swings like I
Braves
think I've
nothing.
probably ever seen from an opponent. And they rung him up on that. I was like, oh no. I guess we could go back.
We're at the
Go back
top
and
of the
look at
8th,
it.
and here's the first
Let's
base.
do that. Let's do that. Let's take a. Oops.
The first base.
Did he go? So it's. You got to break what? The plane to the bat? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Did he swing? If from my angle, from the pitcher's angle, it didn't look like he swung at all. Oh, I mean, maybe. It's actually not terrible timing. Huh. It was closer than I thought. That personally to me feels like a 50-50.
And he deals. Just off the outside edge.
All right, so we're going to bring Seawald in here in the 8th. Oh,
In
that's
the air, center field.
unfortunate.
Harris
Good
has a
timing,
beat
just
on it.
not.
And there's one down.
Not on it. I'm loving. So we're looking at this scoreboard here. I talk about it throughout. I've talked about it throughout the season. Hit on this point a lot.
Here's the left
We're
fielder,
scoring throughout the
A.J.
game.
Pollock.
1-1, 2.
Good piece of hitting last
Couple of
time,
zeros.
going to the
Then
opposite
coming back,
field.
getting some a couple more runs.
Ball one, no strikes. And that's down and away. The wind to kick the 2-0. Here's the strike at the knees.
That's a nice four-seam fastball.
Good eye right there. And a pitch.
Probably a pitch worth swinging at. I kind of gave up on that one a little bit. It's only the second pitch he's thrown in the zone. Ah, wow, okay. Jesus.
And there are
Lord
2
in heaven.
outs.
This guy will throw any pitch in any
That
count.
was-
3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Hit on the ground to the right
And then
side.
instead we get a 12-6 curve that's very
Olsen
early.
steps on the
That
bag, and that is that.
fucking pitch. Fucking
Mariners
pitch.
go down quietly there, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. And welcome back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now,
Okay, do we...
The catcher, Travis.
Well, I guess we put Paul Seawald in. Because that's the pitcher that I have up. I think here's what we do. I think we warm up Murphy. Actually, no. We sit him down. It's Brash. Okay, Matt Brash. And then we put him
new
in.
arm out of the bullpen, Paul Seawald.
Oh, because he didn't make it at all.
Coming on here after
What
5
happened?
days rest, so he should be rested.
Oh,
but we'll see if he has any rust to shake
Dang.
off.
That's what happens. So that's what you send a like a perfectly round, good looking little sugar. Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! This is what happens when you send a. This was perfectly round. It's a little, what is it? It's an orange dreamsicle cookie. It's like a shortbread, had some frosting. It's a soft, pretty good cookie, solid cookie. Go watch the Diablo 4 video that I put up, the World Boss one, and you can see me actually eat it. But gave this to a 2-year-old, and this is how it came back. That. And she showed it to me, and at first I was like, what in the heck is that? And she goes, oh, it's the cookie. It's the cookie that we gave her, because she apparently just mashed it into a bajillion little pieces. So, rip in peace cookie. I'm sure you were delicious. But you are now trash. Oops, trash fodder. So, what you saw that you got down. It was like 10 minutes in the car. Yeah. That's the work of a 2-year-old in 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, if we're looking at this from like the perspective of like it's not our kid, sort of thing. If we're looking at this from like the luck of the parent, somehow that bag stayed closed. Somehow that did not end up all over the interior of the car seat, the car, all over the hands. going on? Is my headset not working? Oh, it's turned off. Okay. You heard the crinkling of the bag? Oh, yeah. That feels like 10 out of 10 parent luck right there.
Just off
Where
the
it's just like,
inside
somehow
edge.
you manage to give a kid a cookie.
Very difficult
If you
guy
give
to
a
get
kid a
hits off
cookie,
of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together.
you give a kid a
against him.
cookie, and not
He
only did
wins
they
every
like
pitch,
smash it to
and for a
bits,
hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling
like a
off
powdered,
one of his
a fine
pitches.
powder, they somehow had the wherewithal not to rip into it
Unless
with their
he
teeth,
beats himself,
and
somehow can't
the
find it, doesn't
Ziploc
have the
at
control
the
command
top
that day,
did
you
not
must
come
forget
undone.
about it.
That is incredible. A lot of miracles.
Here's a 1-2.
Oh,
Swing and a tapper. On to
got
France.
it. Okay.
One up, one down.
Yeah.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take
problem.
advantage of any mistake, right?
No
Yeah,
problem.
and you're hoping that somehow,
Thanks for the
some way,
sidebar.
whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens because outside of that, stuff is
That's a
just
slider.
too good
That's
to
what you want to
fail.
see right there.
Garcia in the box again, takes a strike. And that's through there for a strike.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate.
These are kind of the pitches. These are the innings I'm looking for with Seawald. Build that confidence back up. He has a bit of a high ERA. I haven't been using him as much of as much as like the workhorse that I've used him in the past.
That's in for a strike.
I feel like he was on the team. I mean, like, yeah, he was my closer last season, if I remember correctly.
Is in for a
My
strike.
God, this umpire is so tired. He is so exhausted.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Is that 3
So they
strikeouts?
go
Not an
quietly
immaculate
there.
inning. What are we
Through
doing
8
here, man?
full. It's the Mariners 6.
All
and
right,
the
we are heading
Braves
top
nothing.
9. That actually went so well. I'm debating using Seawald again. I shouldn't, because I'm going to probably need him and his 81 rating.
We go to the 9th. Now the Mariners catcher, Tom Murphy.
Ian Anderson, he's still in the game. He must have incredible stamina or is a starter.
And ball 1.
Incredible stamina for a reliever.
And there's a strike.
Back-to-back
That's fine.
fastballs in. That last one called for a strike.
Kind of a nice change of
Away,
pace
but
to
look
see
for him to come
the
back in there to
San
try to finish you
Diego
off.
Padres atop the NL West. I mean, the Dodgers the last couple of seasons have
Next
run
one
away
misses,
with it.
And it's 2-1.
It'd be nice to see someone else in the World Series, perhaps.
Missed inside
I mean,
with
he's
the
not really
curve.
making this difficult. He's got the one pitch inside the zone for the strike.
Well struck left field. And it one-hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second.
Got
and
into
he's
a good
got
count
leadoff
there.
double.
He was
Sometimes it helps to not
all
pay
over
attention.
that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
This must be the, like, Apple TV Plus game of the week or something. Also, this is
So,
not
man
even, like, the
aboard.
best game
Now it's
of
the
the
second
series.
baseman, Colton Wong.
Oh,
Lifted
that
in the
is
air, right center field.
too aggressive
Harris
right
has a
there.
beat on it.
We're not going to tag up,
And he makes
mainly
the
because the game
catch.
didn't tell
And
us
there's one down.
to. Oh, even though we probably could have made it over there? Doesn't matter. Pulled Wong with a too quick
So
of
the
an
lineup
at bat.
flips over. And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
See if we can maybe tack on another one. I mean, if I put on another run, I mean, I could probably leave Seawald in.
And the right-hander deals. In the air, left field. Ozuna should have it. Makes the
Yeah,
catch.
probably could have tagged up
And there's 2
again.
away.
That would have been interesting to try and manufacture the run there.
So digging in, Sam Haggerty.
Haggerty 0 for 4 today. Yikes. 51 speed. Is that enough?
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
The first throw was a little offline.
Soft contact in the air.
That's
He's got
just
it.
a...
And that is out number 3.
Man.
One hit, one left.
That sucks.
To the bottom of
That
the
sucks.
ninth
We had
go.
solid contact
Top of
there
the
with a
order,
terrific
2-up.
double.
It's the Mariners 6,
And then just
the
nothing.
Braves nothing.
Maybe could have manufactured that run. First throw was offline. So maybe you get him in there. Second hit with Rodriguez pretty deep.
And a pitch. Seawald in his
I get so
fifth
worried
season,
about the
he
double
features a
plays,
four-seam fastball,
but I shouldn't be,
a
especially with a
slider,
6-run
and he works
lead.
in a two-seamer. Here's 0-1.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Lunges.
Nice grab, Pollock.
Well, just
That is
an
a
excellent job
terrific
to track
play.
that one down.
The sunglasses, I
That was a
thought he
tough
broke his
play,
nose. The
and
sunglasses.
He tried to stay on his feet, not wanting to dive and maybe have it go by him, but the lunge at the end kind of sent him barrel rolling. Great effort, though, and a nice job to hang on to the ball throughout the catch.
Albies at the plate now. That's ball 1.
That's
There's
a bad
strike.
pitch. That's a really bad pitch. Real bad pitch right now.
The 1-1. Foul ball there.
Fouled away. We're going to go right back to that 2-seam low in the zone.
Check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he held back, according to Ricky Holiday.
That one looked like a check swing.
That's down
That's
and in.
a really awful pitch.
The punch out there.
Somehow
2
got
out.
that, blew it by him.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Riley in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Oh, and 2 now. And down on strikes.
Okay.
And
That
is
high
the
inside
ball game.
corner was
This
in
is
trouble
a huge
for
win to take
or
this
high
series
right
on
side
the road
corner.
before heading back
There we
home.
go. Reverse
You go
sweep
home,
there to win the
feeling good
series
about yourselves.
2-1.
You've got some good momentum.
Not the most
But at home, you
competitive
also
game,
have a
and we
higher
were able to just kind of
expectation to play well, so they're
we were
gonna
able to
have
stifle
maintain
this
focus,
offense,
'cause those
which was
fans
very
are expecting
helpful
a
because
lot.
we only had
6-0
one kind of close
is how
call
this one
scenario
ends.
with where we had the
Chris
runners on
Singleton and our
first and
entire
second,
crowd,
and it
John
got like
Shelby
kind of
saying so
dicey,
long.
and we got into a full count, and would have walked if he did not swing. Walked into a bases loaded situation, but we got off to a good start, had a couple of solo home runs early, a 2-run blast in the third to put us out to a 4-0 lead, and even with a bases loaded situation, like that's, it's doable. We got out of it. It's not something you want to gamble a lot with, of like, yeah, I'm going to keep getting out of bases loaded jams, but it's worked in the past, not great. But we do come through with 9 hits. We do commit 1 error that almost led to a bases loaded situation. That was just a terrible read on my part. I thought there was 1 out, and so I was trying to get the double play or just throw it to second tee in the inning, and then it was like everybody was out of position there, and I didn't. It's kind of a mess. But thankfully, that error and that blunder on my part didn't have any sort of ramifications. Atlanta throughout this entire series was very aggressive on the bases. We had the throw out in the first inning, and once that happened, we were really able to shut them down, especially with Luis Castillo, who is your player of the game and gets the win today. But we had multiple plays at the plate in the first couple of games. I think 3, maybe 4. Pretty sure it was 3, though, that went our way. We got the nice tag out with a great throw from Pollock today on second base, and that just kind of helped get things into a good rhythm. You could even see back to, I think it was one of the Toronto games where we're not getting, like, the hits aren't going our way, and then we have like a couple of plays at the plate that you're just like, why is this not happening for us? It's very weird, and that stuff kind of like just crashes into each other and just kind of causes a big giant train wreck. Didn't have that today. Got off to a good start offensively, got off to a good start defensively as well. And we're able to kind of cruise to a victory with only 1 minor hiccup. I think it was in the 6th inning. And we're still able to get out of that, thanks to a maybe a bit of an overzealous swing from whoever was up to bat. Shockingly, Teoscar Hernandez, not your player of the game. He was 3 for 4 with a 2-run home run. He scored twice. Pollock was 2 for 4. He had a home run, a double, knocked in, 2 scored once. Eugenio Suarez was 1 for 3 with a 2-run blast. He scored twice. Julio Rodriguez was 2 for 5. Michael Harris the second, and Austin Riley, the only hit contributors for Atlanta. Like I said, Luis Castillo, your player of the game, and gets the win. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 8 strikeouts, no walks, no earned. Max Fried. He gets the loss. He gave up 4 earned in 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. And we made that walk count. It did not make the error count though, which was a little bit of a bummer. But hey, this is what we want to see. This is the good offense, good defense over the last couple of games. Offense is a little rickety in that first game. And if you look at, all these results here, you're going to see offense inconsistent, 1 run against Detroit, good win against Boston, wacky, weird one. That 8-run victory is the anomaly here. We got a 7-run win against Detroit, but a lot of them, for the most part, have been pretty tight contests. This one is a 6-run victory in our favor. We win 3-0 yesterday. We lost. Tight victory. We're getting better. We're feeling it. I mean, the biggest positive that I'm taking away so far in the month of May, we have been able to win close games. That's been good. We've been able to make comebacks. 5-4 Boston victory, 7-3 Houston win, 7-6 Texas win. We've been able to put together big innings late to propel ourselves to victories. We're doing better in close games, closing them out, winning those contests. And, it's good. It's going well. All right. That will do it for today's baseball game. We are now 7 games ahead of the Angels, who are 6-4 in their last 10. Getting a little bit of breathing room just in case anything disastrous or wacky decides to happen for us this season. Ken Waldichuk? He is on the mound tomorrow for the Oakland Athletics. The Mariners finally back at home. It's going to be a Big 10-game homestand for us. We're starting with the Oakland A's, 4-3 with a 3.90 ERA. We're going to see that left-handed pitcher there, so we'll have a lot of righties in the lineup. Hopefully we can do some damage like we did today. George Kirby, he is on the mound for the Mariners, 6-3 with a 2.50 ERA. Hopefully we can keep the Oakland Athletics offense quiet like we did today. Not everything has to be a 6-0 victory. Sometimes it can be tight, but a win is a win nonetheless, and hopefully we can keep the winning going tomorrow back in Seattle. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to keep up on it, if you just like the concept, the idea, scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos every day, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific time on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex, which is where you're hopefully watching this video. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time for more Mariners action. Good sports, and go Mariners.